guys, what's going on? Another review here today. This format, like I said in a previous video, super easy for me to get through a bunch of reviews quickly, and I've got quite a few. Pretty backlogged. So this is on a pair from 361 Degrees, currently sponsoring Aaron Gordon, that's the biggest NBA name. This is a signature. I was really looking forward to trying these. Jimmy Fredette, might remember the name, college star in the American college scene, and didn't really make much of a splash in the NBA, but still playing in China, as far as I know. Now I was really hyped to try this pair. They sat on my shelf for quite a while, and then I finally got around to it. They look dope. I really love that sort of iridescent, multicolored weave, but disappointing to play in, I have to say. At the very least, this shoe was not for me. So right off the bat, first day I tried this pair on, I tried them on straight out of the box, reasonably comfortable. Not super plush, probably needed a little bit of break-in time, but this broke within the first 30 seconds. So that was an instant bummer. Maybe they broke because these shoes are from a couple of years back, who knows? But I tend to find these little lace loop things pretty sketchy anyway, and this was one of those cases where my skepticism proved correct. So yeah, instant break, pretty much out of the box, not a good sign. Can't remember if the other one broke too, actually. No, okay, so the other one was good. So 50% of the time, the lace loops were fine. But yeah, so after that, these shoes, pretty light, not that plush. Okay, in terms of the cushion, didn't really feel much in the heel, which is where you'd expect to feel a little bit more just based on the visual. Looks like there's more foam there than in forefoot. And in the forefoot, almost nothing at all. Not uncomfortable, they didn't feel like I was wearing bricks, but definitely not bouncy. The biggest thing, however, was this rounded outsole. If you can see from the side, I never felt stable in these shoes. I always felt like I was tipping a little bit. I always felt like I'd land on my forefoot and I couldn't tell if I was going to roll in or out. Not to the point necessarily where I was going to roll my ankle, but just to that point where you don't have peace of mind when you're playing. What I look for in a shoe, first of all, is not having to worry about the shoe itself. Is it going to break on me? Is it going to make me rotate my foot in some way which is really uncomfortable? Am I going to get injured wearing the shoe? Because if I am about to get injured wearing shoes just from the shoe itself, no way I'm going to play in that shoe for very long. So yeah, that outsole was a bit tippy. I played in these for about 10 hours, so the traction's pretty durable, but that's not enough for me to want to keep playing in them. The other thing which contributed to that lack of security when I was playing was I could never get the laces right on these shoes. And part of the problem was probably a bit of anxiety over those lace loops snapping. But a big thing was this tongue is really thin. Right there, that's almost nothing. That's about as thick as a t-shirt when I press my fingers into it. And when I try and tie these shoes up tight, that lace pressure goes right through onto the top of my foot and it would start to chafe, and if I tied them too tight, beyond chafing, it would start to actually cut into my skin. So the end result was I had to keep the laces a lot looser than I wanted, which of course had my foot slipping around inside the shoe, and then you add that tippy outsole to it, disaster. I really wanted to like this pair. I really wanted to like these shoes. I expected a little bit more from a signature, I gotta say. He's not an NBA superstar, but he was, at one time at least, very popular in China, so maybe his later signatures from 361 turned out better, who knows. But these, unfortunately, are going back in the box. Goodbye. So yeah, that's a pretty quick review of a pair of shoes I really didn't like that much. But I know some people were asking me about these, and I wanted to make sure everyone knew my thoughts on them. So let me know what you think. If you've played in these, I know some of you have, let me know what you think. Let me know what your experiences were down in the comments below. And hopefully next video is more positive. I'll see you guys then.